Engage and execute all targets.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Mr. Chuckles here, and today I have some gameplay for you on Black Shield. I'm playing in Clash, and I'm playing against a 5-man fire team. This game was actually 2 days ago, so this was pre-post rifle nerf. So I still have a really strong gun. I actually am using the Hawksaw on this. This is the first gameplay I've uploaded utilizing the Hawksaw. But I saw that I was going against a 5-man fire team, so I put my tryhard pants on and my tryhard guns, and I went at it. I end the game with 4,100 points, and everybody on their team goes negative. So I'm just going to kind of go through and break down my gameplay and the decision making that I do. Just a heads up though, there is some mediocre sniping. It's not so good in here. Not nearly as fancy as some of the other stuff you guys have seen, or as nearly as fun to watch. But I do rotate pretty well, and I control the spawns as best as I can. And I'm going to go through and just kind of demonstrate that to you. So here, I'm kind of pushing under this doorway, trying to figure out exactly where these guys are located. As I've told you guys before in some of my previous gameplays on Black Shield, especially on Clash, the best thing that you can do is control this inside room. The reason you want to do that is it gives you the ability to basically go to any part of the map in the quickest way possible. And once you do that, you're then able to control the spawns as well. So here, I know this is the same hunter who tried to kill me last time. I came from this direction with an invective. So I wanted to make sure that didn't happen again. Unfortunately, I was out of ammo and I had to reload here. Had I not had to reload, I might have had a chance to kill both these guys. But because I got caught with my pants down with 0 in my primary, and then I had to go through and reload for the first Titan, I don't have time to react to the second guy. So, unfortunately, pretty bad timing for that, but all in all, not terrible. I was able to take out a couple of their guys there. Here, I'm just peeking to make sure nobody's camping on the inside. A lot of teams that you play against will have people that will just camp up top with snipers, and literally, once they're on the inside room, that is the only thing they will do. You don't even know what their primary is for the entire game until you kill them, and then they're forced to come back inside. Somebody who utilizes a sniper as much as a shotgun and relies on it as a clutch and only uses that is honestly just as bad in my opinion. You have a primary, make sure you utilize it. And to be honest, the shotgun nerfs, I haven't actually played with the shotgun since the nerfs, but I really haven't been using one much for a year or two anyway, so I don't know how bad it actually hit them. But all I've got to say is I just think they should change special ammo. Instead of nerfing shotguns over and over, and then nerfing fusion rifles like they did, and people are already complaining about, you know, sniper rifles, instead of just going through and nerfing everything because people complain about it, I mean, people are going to complain no matter what you do. But I think they should just change the amount of special ammo. I know they already did that once, but there's a surplus. I mean, right now I have 7 shots, and I think at one point in the game I have like 13 or 17 shots with the sniper ammo. Simply because I keep picking up the special ammo, and if you're winning and you're in control of all the ammo, it's really easy to do that, which enables you to basically give you more options for fighting and more ways to defend and capture areas. And if you take away the ammo from them, they really don't get any sort of way to come back. They have to use their primary, and if somebody's camping in a certain room with the sniper rifle, it's really hard to beat them with your primary. That's not impossible. It comes down to skill, but it makes it difficult, so I definitely would like to see special ammo changed. But until then, you know, just utilize your primary as best as you can for the right circumstance. You'll actually see me a few times use my sniper here, and I miss my shot, realizing I can't just land a shot right now with my sniper rifle. So I switch over to my pulse rifle, knowing that I'll have better luck with that. And you'll see me execute that well later on in this gameplay. Here, I know that all these guys are spawning here. I'm just going through and spawn trapping them, and I pick up a nice little breaker metal here, utilizing truth. And as you see, I don't stop there. I don't run back inside. A lot of players would have ran back inside. I know that they're still spawning here because I know where my team is currently all behind me. And if my team is all behind me, I know that the enemy team is going to be somewhere in front of me. And as you can see, so after that breaker metal, I killed the one guy, I kill this guy, and then I push even farther in, and I finish off this guy with the invective who killed me previously. Now, I do a little lap, I realize that there's no red on my radar, and I have officially cleared out the spawns. Which means, I now know exactly where they're going to be. They're going to be spawning on the far side of the map, and I have them locked down in one area. The reason I went through and I pushed all the way out there and I decided to flip the spawns, though, is because I realized these guys were camping and they were no longer pushing inside. So by doing that, I was basically unable to go through and find, you know, where all of them are located, and I forced them to all spawn in one location. You can really control a game by controlling where the enemy team spawns and where your team is going to be located. For example, I know my team is all behind me, so I know right now that there's only 2 places the enemy can be. Either 1 in their spawn over there, or 2 on the B side. If for some reason they do start flanking us and they go all the way back to where I just took their spawn away from them at, if that was to happen, I would see my team spawn in front of me right now. Hopefully that's not too confusing. It's just a lot of things you got to pay attention to when you're playing the game, and really utilizing the information that you're given. 1 is your radar. That gives you a lot of information that players forget to use. And 2, even more so people forget to use, is looking at your teammates' location. I can see right now there's 2 guys on the inside. This level 40 who just pushed in front of me, who actually, I think he may have just died, or he luckily got away. He did get away. No, he actually ended up dying out there. That skull was his body. He pushed all the way into their spawn to go find another guy and to compete against them, which, yes, it's Clash. The goal is to kill everybody, but not once did he check this inside room. So he actually probably could have ran past 3 or 4 different guys on their team had they all been clustered in the back on the heavy ammo, and he would have never known that, and he would have just got flanked and killed right away. So it's really important to pay attention to stuff like that, and just know what you're running past and where the enemy is located. Don't do stupid stuff and just run on people with shotguns. A lot of players, that's why a lot of shotgun players get hate. I personally, I mean, if you just use your shotgun and that's all you're going to use, I mean, so be it. I'm going to kill you because unless you can, you know, cover enough ground to get to me fast enough, I'm going to end up killing you. What drives me nuts about shotgunners is actually the players that are on my team that just use shotguns. Because they go through and they constantly just push utilizing shotguns, and they're constantly flipping the spawns, which makes it really hard to play smart and effectively, and that's what causes people to spawn in really stupid places, like, you know, getting spawned super killed, or getting spawned down the middle of the open, or in a view of an enemy, is because you have players that are actually on your team that are causing the spawns to happen like that. Had they just sat back and played with their team, or utilized the information that they're given, that kind of stuff wouldn't happen. So it's not always lag, and it's not always Bungie's spawns. It's also your teammates being in bad positions and, you know, pushing where they shouldn't. Right now you can see all of my team is behind me, and I have a few players to the right, which means I know, again, exactly where these guys are going to be located. They're all located on this half of the map. Now I'm going over here to make sure nobody is over here. I just want to clear the spawn and make sure I know where my team is at. So you notice how as soon as I saw my guy spawn there, I walked back away, because that's what I was waiting for. I needed that information to figure out all of the locations, all of the players' locations, my team and the enemy as well. And that's something that takes time, and you might not pay attention to it right away. And hopefully I'm not going too fast for you guys, or hopefully it all makes sense. Something that's just really important. As you can see, I'm playing against a 5-man fire team who's supposed to, you know, fire teams have all this communication and are supposed to be able to effectively communicate and, you know, just stomp teams. But if you know, if you have a better mindset than the enemy team, and you know what you're doing, and you're not relying just on OP weapons or clutches, you'll almost beat the enemy team every time, as long as you know what you're doing. Here, a dude pops a bubble because he's about to get outplayed, basically. I pull out my primary because I missed my sniper shot. And this is kind of a jerk move. Just, you know, you sit in your bubble, you're asking to get supered, especially when I have a Fist of Havoc with Unstoppable. You're not going to kill me. So I get a nice little double kill there, and then I make it back inside. I'm actually really lucky they didn't spawn behind me immediately and shoot me again. That was kind of luck. So I do check here, and of course there's a guy there, and he ends up killing me with his pulse rifle. His pulse rifle actually hits harder than mine, so that was unfortunate, but I went on a couple different really nice sprees here, and I think I died 4 times total against a 5-man fire team. So pretty well executed when it comes to positioning. I could have had a little bit better gunplay, a little better snipes, but that's kind of just how you control the map and control the spawn. Utilize the information your team gives you, and you'll find out where the enemy is going to be at. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these tips. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you're all having an awesome day, and I'll see you later.